A scammer need is for you to install one fake app, tap one dangerous permission, or open one malicious link. Your Samsung already has security settings designed to stop this. I'm going to show you 12 settings you should check right now. Open settings and tap security and privacy. Now tap auto blocker. Make sure auto blocker is turned on. If yours is already enabled, leave it that way. This one setting provides several layers of protection. One of the most important is preventing apps from being installed from unauthorized sources. Imagine receiving a text saying your parcel would not be delivered. Download our tracking app here. You tap the link. Instead of taking you to the Play Store, the website tries to download an APK file. That could be a fake application. With auto blocker enabled, Samsung can prevent unauthorized app installations like this. Auto blocker can also help block commands sent through a USB connection. Block unofficial software installations and use Samsung's message guard protection against suspicious images. So, unless you have a very specific reason to disable auto blocker, I recommend keeping it on. But don't leave this screen yet. There is another option hiding inside it. While you are still inside auto blocker, look for maximum restrictions. Tap it. This is Samsung's strongest security mode. If you want the highest level of protection, you can turn this on. Maximum restrictions can increase protection against potentially dangerous activity, including blocking device administrator apps and adding stronger restrictions around messages, connections, and apps. However, there is an important warning. Maximum restrictions is more aggressive than normal auto blocker. Some applications' work profiles, accessories, or features may not behave the way you normally expect. So for most people, regular auto blocker is already an important setting to enable. But if you are setting up a Samsung phone for someone who is particularly vulnerable to scams, or you simply want stronger protection and don't regularly install unusual apps, maximum restrictions is worth considering. Now let's check something scammers frequently try to make people turn on. Go back to settings. Tap security and privacy. Then tap more security settings. Look for install unknown apps. Tap it. You will now see apps that could potentially be allowed to install other applications. For example, Chrome, Samsung Internet, My Files, or another file manager. Ideally, you do not want random apps having permission to install APK files. If your Samsung gives you a deny all option, use it unless you genuinely need side loading. Otherwise, go through the applications individually. If you see allow from this source that doesn't need it, turn it off. This is extremely important. A scammer may send you an APK and tell you your phone is blocking our security application. Go into settings and allow installation. That's exactly the moment you should stop. A legitimate bank, delivery company, police department, or government agency should not randomly call you and pressure you into weakening your phone's security so they can install an application. Now let's activate Google's second line of defense. Open the Google Play Store. Tap your profile picture in the top right corner. Now tap Play Protect. Then tap the settings icon. Make sure Scan apps with Play Protect is turned. Also recommend enabling improve harmful app detection. Go back one screen and run a scan. Google Play Protect doesn't only check applications from the Play Store. It can also detect potentially harmful applications installed from other sources. If Google believes an application is dangerous, Play Protect may warn you, disable it, prevent it from installing, or remove it. This doesn't mean every app in the Play Store is automatically perfect. You still need to use judgment. Before installing an unfamiliar app, check the developer, reviews, number of downloads, permissions, and whether you actually need it. And remember, A scammer creating urgency is a major warning sign. You must install this now. Your account will close in 10 minutes. Your parcel will be returned today. That's exactly when you should slow down and verify the information yourself. Samsung also provides its own security scanning tools on supported Galaxy devices. Open Settings, go to Device Care. On some Samsung models, this may appear as Battery and Device Care. Now look for App Protection, open it. If protection hasn't been activated yet, turn it on, then choose Scan Phone. Or the available scanning option, let Samsung check your installed applications. You don't necessarily need to install a collection of random phone cleaner or super antivirus apps from advertisements. Your Samsung already contains built-in security technology. If your phone suddenly starts showing advertisements everywhere, redirecting your browser, installing unfamiliar apps, becoming unusually hot, or behaving strangely after you install something, this scan is one of the first places I would check. And after that, check the application's permissions. That's our next setting. Open Settings, tap Security and Privacy. Now look for the Permission Manager or Privacy Controls. Depending on your One UI version, you may need to open the Privacy section first. Inside Permission Manager, you'll see categories such as camera, microphone, location, contacts, phone, SMS files, nearby devices, and possibly others. Don't simply look at the list. Ask one question for every permission. Does this application genuinely need this access? For example, does a basic flashlight app need your microphone? Does a wallpaper app need your contacts? Does a calculator need your precise location? If the permission doesn't make sense, tap the application, then choose Don't Allow, Ask Every Time, or Allow Only while using the app when those options are available. Be especially careful with microphone, camera, contacts, SMS, phone, and location permissions. Also check the privacy dashboard if your Samsung has it. This can show which apps recently accessed sensitive permissions that can reveal unusual activity you otherwise wouldn't notice. This is the setting I mentioned earlier, and you need to be extremely careful with it. Open Settings, tap Accessibility. Now look for Installed Apps or Installed Accessibility Services. Review everything listed here. If you see an accessibility service enabled for an application you don't recognize or don't trust, investigate it immediately. Why is this so important? Accessibility permissions can be extremely powerful. A legitimate accessibility application may need them to help someone interact with their phone. But that power can also be abused. An app with accessibility application may be able to read information appearing on your screen and interact with applications on your behalf. That's why Android places additional restrictions around some of these sensitive permissions. Never enable accessibility for an unfamiliar app because somebody calling you says, "Don't worry, this permission is required." If your bank supposedly calls and asks you to install a remote support application and then enable accessibility, end the call. Find the bank's official number yourself and contact them directly. Never use the phone number supplied by this suspicious caller or message. We're going to check another powerful permission. Go to Settings tab, Security and Privacy. Tap More Security Settings, then find Device Admin Apps. Open it. Look carefully at every application listed. Device administrator privileges are powerful. They can be used for legitimate purposes such as device management systems. But you should not give administrator access to an application you don't recognize. If you discover an unfamiliar app enabled here, don't immediately start randomly changing everything. Identify what it is first. If it clearly shouldn't be there, disable its administrator permission and then uninstall this suspicious application. And if you are using a company-managed Samsung phone, speak with your IT department before removing work-related management software. Now let's stop some scams before you even answer the phone. Open the phone app. Tap the three dots in the top right corner. Tap Settings. Look for Caller ID and Spam Protection. Turn it on if the feature is available in your country and through your carrier. On supported devices, you may also see Block Spam and Scam Calls. Turn this on. Depending on the options available, Samsung may let you choose between blocking all spam and scam calls or only high-risk scam calls. Choose the option that works for you. Samsung's smart call system can identify some numbers as suspected spam or potential fraud. Of course, no spam database is perfect. A number appearing normal doesn't automatically mean the caller is trustworthy. Caller ID can be manipulated, so if someone calls claiming to be from your bank and asks for passwords, security codes, PIN numbers, card details, or asks you to move money into a safe account, do not trust them simply because the caller ID looks legitimate. Many newer Samsung phones use Google Messages. If you use Google Messages, open it. Tap your profile picture. Tap Messages Settings. Then Protection and Safety. Now tap Spam Protection. Make sure Enable Spam Protection is turned on. Google Messages can identify suspected scam, phishing and spam messages and warn you. This is particularly useful because one of the most common scam methods begins with a simple text. Royal Mail couldn't deliver your parcel. You have an unpaid parking fine. Your bank account has been suspended. Mom, I've lost my phone. This is my new number. These messages are designed to create urgency. Never use the link inside an unexpected message simply because the message looks convincing. Open the company's official app yourself or manually visit its official website. Now let's add another layer around your most sensitive information. Open Settings, tap Security and Privacy. Then More security settings, tap Secure Folder. Follow the setup instructions and sign into your Samsung account if required. You can protect Secure Folder with a PIN, password pattern or supported biometric authentication. Secure Folder is protected by Samsung Knox and creates a separate protected space for private apps, files, photos and information. You could use this for particularly sensitive documents or applications that you don't want sitting openly on your normal home screen. But Secure Folder isn't an excuse to ignore the other security settings. Think of it as another layer of protection, not a replacement for safe behavior. And now we reach the setting people postpone constantly. Open Settings. Scroll down to Software Update. Tap Download and Install. If an update is available, install it. And if your phone offers auto download over Wi-Fi, consider turning that on as well. People sometimes avoid updates because they don't want to restart their phone. But software updates aren't only about new features, they can include important security fixes. A vulnerability discovered today can become a target for attackers tomorrow. An up-to-date phone gives you a much stronger starting point than a device running old software with known security weaknesses. Also, keep your apps updated through the Google Play Store and Galaxy Store. Now go back through your Samsung and check all 12 settings with me. And tell me in the comments how many of these security settings were already turned on your phone. If you found one setting today that you didn't know about, share this video with another Samsung user. It could stop them from installing the wrong app or trusting the wrong message. And if you want more Samsung security, battery, privacy, and hidden setting tutorials, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.